Okay, to get the triangular gizmo out of the car, called filler at belt, it says loosen 2 bolts and filler below belt line. When I say loosen, I had to have these to where they're loosened completely inside the car, but you don't take them out before I could wiggle this thing around enough like Rubik's Cube to finally get it out of there. I tried it before with it not so loosened, and it didn't really want to go. And so it's got a curved piece that's threaded and kind of a gap in there, concave, convex. Mine was kind of rusted, but I could move all this around, but I just sure couldn't get the sucker out of there. So I had this thing jumping around all over the place, and you don't have to completely take those off. There's a slot, see those 2 slots in there. There's the rear view mirror. And so those go down in the slots there. This piece here. But this piece is going through this hole over here, so once it's shoved through, I took the one piece that goes through the front guide, I undid that, and I had this thing all moving around in different ways. And once I got this thing to where the thread of the threads of the 10mm screw is right equal to this, you can reach in there and see it, then I was able to finagle this thing out of there. But beforehand I was just going crazy. And this piece here is plastic. It's PET, P-E-T-P. It's 2040-2201, built in January 1998. And this little front piece that goes on there is what normally you replace. That's a rubber piece on the seal. I've got one coming from A1 Auto, and you can put those on there, but the reason I'm taking this off is to get the front sweep in. You've got to get up under here. And there's this screw, and there's another screw under here that you can't get up to until you remove this off. So that's just since I saw the slots in there like that, I knew that you didn't have to completely take it off, but I was kind of surprised that I had to really loosen. When it says loosen, maybe it needs to be really loosened to get that sucker out of there. I had to play around and move it around a bunch and finally got it out of there. But now I'm going to go put the new door sweeps in, window sweeps. I did undo this piece of the insulation here. There's 2 screws, and kind of pull it aside. And I'll put some glue back on there. I didn't completely take it off, but it kind of baffled me, and that's the purpose of this video, to kind of just show. And then there's a 10mm screw here that goes into the front guide, and there's another one on the side I took off. Took these 2, and I loosened the heck out of those. And that really surprised me, because it wasn't just sort of loose. Now maybe if it's the newer design, this is the January of '82, maybe they've changed it to make it a little bit easier to get out of there. But it just kind of threw me for a loop. And so this grabs between these 2 pieces here, and I think this is like this so that it can pivot some. Maybe the holes that are through holes on this concave piece need to be bored out some so it can pivot more. So maybe this is rusted, and that's why it can't pivot as more. Okay, I got the triangular piece out, which was kind of a booger bear. There's the track for the front of the window, and then this is the roller piece that goes in the lower front piece. It snaps together. That actually goes inside here. It's got some felt in there, so that can spin around in the glass goes in there.